Welcome back to another TGIF edition of Tip of the Week. You know, in these tips, what we're trying to do is to describe and remedy golf's 16 most fatal flaws. Last week, we talked about the killer chicken wing flaw, which comes from your lead arm rotating in the wrong direction through impact. Not only does it cost you tremendous amounts of power, but also gives you a loss of club face control and really risks a lot of injury because of its location and the forces that are being applied. If you take your lead arm and you rotate it in this direction, if you rotate your elbow towards your rib cage and your elbow pit towards the sky, you'll find that the chicken wing is very easy to resolve. This week we're going to talk about golf's number 2 fatal flaw, and that is hanging back. If you suffer from hanging back, here's a couple of things that I want you to do. Get 2 alignment sticks and place one just outside of your trail leg, in my case my right foot, my right leg, angled inward. And in the backswing, what I want to do is make sure that I actually gap away from this stick. I want to make sure that my trail hip, my right hip, moves away from this stick as I rotate. So the first checkpoint is, did I gap away from this stick? The second from there is, I'm going to use my right foot and my right knee, and I'm going to push my hips up against this left side or lead leg stick on this side. It's just outside my left heel, and what I'm going to try to do is gap away and then push into this stick. Gap away and then push into this stick. An easy way to do this if you don't have alignment sticks is just put the club outside your lead heel, make your backswing, and then push your hips up against this club. 70+% of this movement comes from your right foot and your right knee, or your trail foot, if you're the left-handers, your trail foot and your trail knee, this side. So you can just hold on the club just outside your left foot, turn, make sure you're gapped away, and then push into this club. My head is going to stay in the same place as it was at address. So I'm not going to be moving my head with this. I'm just going to use my right foot, my right knee, and I'm going to push my hips up against this stick here. Now, the second drill that you can do to help with this is called step change of direction.
Step change of direction. Quick step. The full kick.
What you do with step change direction is you put your feet together and you turn towards your target. Notice my shoulders are turned and my hips are turned, and I point the club in the direction that the ball would go. The first movement is I'm going to step and push into the ground as I make a backswing. Just step and push into the ground. I'm trying to put as much pressure against the ground right here as I possibly can as I step towards my target. Push and step. I have to use my right foot, my right knee to make this happen. The pressure from my right leg is what's moving me in that direction. Again, my head is going to stay pretty close to my right foot, and I'm just pushing into the ground this way. And then later on, I might go ahead and make a full follow through. So put together, this step change direction would look like this. If you're new to step change direction, all you have to do is practice this part. And then eventually, just keep going. Now, if you do those 2 things, you're going to alleviate this horrible problem of hanging back, which leads to golf's number 1 movement that relates to injuries in the swing, and something you can avoid by practicing those 2 simple things. So remember, shift the weight until both arms are straight, and there's no doubt that you'll be great. Until next time, remember that all of your TGIF team wants you to feel better, to play better, and have more fun.